Okay, welcome to the 5 girlfriends, my own apartment, my own car, raw vegan, enlightenment goals vlog. So those are my goals, my method to get those goals. And if you think I'm stupid and insane and that's not the right method to get the goals, or if those goals are unrealistic, by all means tell me. From the perspective of what do you know anyway, fuck you, and also from the perspective of really though, if it's unrealistic, I've wondered that too, so really tell me. And they say when TIs are gang stalked, the gang stalkers say, dude, you need therapy. And that's a half-truth, and the half-truth is more dangerous than the full lie, because the full lie can be refuted, but the half-truth, there's something true in it. And so when you tell the TI, dude, you need therapy, you're actually right. You do need therapy, but only because you're being gang stalked. And they don't say that part of the truth. Yeah, you do need meds, but only because you're being tortured and you need fucking sedatives to go to sleep because you're scared and you have adrenal fatigue. And what the fuck am I talking about again? God damn it. My goals? Something about my goals. It's day 6 of following my goals, of having these goals. And it's going pretty well. It was rough yesterday, and I've wanted to do a water fast. I've thought doing a water fast is what I need to do, and anything less than that is actually a sellout. And today I'm feeling better. I guess yesterday was a low day, and I'm realizing today that just doing what I'm doing is enough. So I don't necessarily need to do a water fast just yet. Technically, I don't need to do one ever if I started eating fruit, but today I feel like eating cooked food, so I'm going to be eating cooked food. So my goals for the day are: don't crank my pecker, don't watch any X-rated internet content, don't not work out. Do I need to work out? I forgot about working out today. Yeah, okay, I'm going to have to work out. So I'll do a workout. I'll include it in this vlog right now. And drink a gallon of water. And don't include my juice as water, because that is not okay. And so I guess really today's video is about appreciating what you're doing and not being too hard on yourself. I don't really know why I feel better today than I did yesterday, and why I feel better today than the day before yesterday. It could be because last night I watched porn and I had a wet dream last night without knowing it, so now I'm kind of medicated by my own neurochemicals. That's possible. Or I'm just really happy that I didn't crank my pecker yesterday and I feel like I have trust and confidence in myself. Or that my sun tour seat post came and it's a nice day out and I went for a bike ride and and I got burgers, and we have extra Worcestershire sauce that's not being used, so I have to use it, and it's not vegan, and so I can make really good burger sauce. It's even better than Big Mac sauce. Once you have burger sauce with Worcestershire sauce in it, you won't ever think Big Mac sauce is the best, because otherwise you'd think the best burger sauce is Big Mac sauce. But when you get fucking Worcestershire sauce going on, there's some viral restaurant where they get a whole cup full of dipping sauce. You get literally a fountain pop cup full of dipping sauce, and you have to pay a little bit extra for it. It's like a really cheap amount though, and you get like a whole cup of it, and they say it's like fire, dude. That's what all the youngsters say. They say this is litty, this is low key, this is litty fire. I gotta dip my whole chicken strip in this, and I'm gonna be not able to touch grass for a whole week because I'll be in a food coma, yo. And I pretty much know what the recipe is. It's just mayonnaise and Worcestershire sauce. Everyone's like, what's this sauce? It's Worcestershire sauce. And so maybe I should get some vegan Worcestershire sauce. I think that'd be pretty cool. But definitely working out is helping me. I've been working out every single day since I haven't, except for the day that I water fasted. And working out is one of those things where it sucks. It's really hard, but I actually feel a lot better. I have like a soreness every day, and I add 1 push-up each day. So yesterday I did 13 squats, sit-ups, push-ups. So today I'll be doing 14 squats, sit-ups, and push-ups. And so that'll be cool. The water's really helping. The not cranking my pecker is really helping, and it's really helping my attitude. And I was really gung-ho on water fasting. I was kind of beating up on myself for not water fasting. And I'm also kind of preparing for it. I think that's the other thing too. I'm also kind of preparing for it. And I'm not exactly sure when I want to do it. I kind of tentatively said yesterday that I was going to do it today. I'm kind of breaking that. I didn't quite. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's a bit inconsistent. I just don't feel, I have to withhold the rights to change my plan at any time. But I don't really count not cranking my pecker as part of that. I think if I were to do that, that would actually be a big disappointment. Or if I didn't drink enough water today, that would be a really big disappointment. So those things are mandatory. Like, I can set my intent right now that I'm not going to be doing those things today. And, not doing those things. And otherwise, that's about my update. It's going pretty well. I feel like fucking a lot better today. I really don't know what it is, but yesterday I was just feeling really down. I have a feeling it's because I drank juice yesterday, and there was a latent effect that I was feeling bad yesterday from the previous day of drinking so much water, and it was detoxing me, so there was toxins dumping into my bloodstream. Then yesterday I slowed my detox down by drinking more juice and less water, which I counted as water. And then so the latent effect of that is today that I feel better because I'm not cleansing and healing so much, so therefore I don't have so many toxins dumped into my blood. So it's just kind of like I'm more toxic, but I'm healthy. Kind of like when you do heroin, you're more toxic, but you're actually feeling better, like you're feeling like amazing. Or it could be that I'm still detoxifying, but there's a regenerative detox factor too. Like, you're dumping more toxins into your bloodstream as you're detoxing, so you're having a healing crisis, which is pretty uncomfortable. But then you're also getting more healthy too. Your cells are getting more hydrated. Your body is making more blood, so you have better blood flow. My feet aren't so cold. I normally have like cold feet all the time. So it could be that the results of my hard work are paying off. And I didn't really get that much sleep last night too. I only got like 6 hours or 7 hours, which I need like 10 hours or 11 hours. But drinking water, I definitely don't need as much sleep. So that's basically what I got going on. And then I also have these burgers. I got fucking burgers, and we have French fries that we deep fry, but there's little moths that fly somehow into our oven, and they go into the deep frying oil. And so I haven't been deep frying fries lately, and I just don't even want to get fries, because who wants to cook fries in the airless fryer? Or no, sorry. In the air fryer. The airless fryer is the deep fryer. And just 1 second, I have to regather my chi. Gangstalker just walked by, who used to pose like a friend. And then when I was scared of him and I looked at him with scared eyes, he looked at me with scared eyes back, like he was projecting onto me, like it was my fault that I was scared of him, acting like he was scared of me, like it wouldn't be his fault that I was scared of him. Okay, anyways. So this time what I'm going to do, because I just got oil for fucking $3.99 at Walmart, which is really cheap for a big bottle. I'm going to cover the lid with tinfoil and then put it back in the stove. And then that way there's not going to be any moths in it later on if I deep fry again. So I have some shoestring fries. I have some amazing burger sauce with some amazing burgers today. Some fried mushrooms, onions, red onions, orange peppers, low and slow fried with some, shredded lettuce, bit of onion. It's nice and salted. Everything's salted. Got some big burger buns with sesame seeds on them. So I'm going to have burger, fries, and juice for dinner. Really excited about that. Like, so excited about that. Like, you have no idea. I could actually do a mukbang. I'm probably going to do a mukbang. Probably going to bring it right out here, put it on this table, and do a mukbang. Fucking perfect idea. I wouldn't have thought of that without you. So that's pretty awesome. And, I got, like, my fucking new microphone that I've had for 5 months now. My Shure SM11. I've been using that again. Really love my Shure SM11. And I got my other microphone charging, my Rode Wireless ME microphone. That's charging right now, so that's why I'm using my Shure SM11 more. And I thought it was a waste, actually, when I got my Rode Wireless ME microphone. because I ended up just getting the Shure SM11, which I like better. But the wireless is actually really good to have sometimes, and it actually sounds pretty good too. Like just using the wireless ME, it actually sometimes I use it just even when I don't need wireless. I use it anyway just because I like the sound of it so much. So I definitely love microphones, and it's one of those things that just gets me grooving. And also my Sun Tour seat post came today, which, you know, I have another video on this channel that I just posted that has fucking sort of a review of that seat, and that's pretty fucking awesome. And I also did my eyelid tape really good today, so you know I'm pretty happy about that. And I might have to do something creative. So how are we going to do this get 5 girlfriends thing? Well, one, there's looks maxing. So for looks maxing, get a hot body, obviously, be healthy, get your pheromones in order, just be healthy. And you could say, well, you look how you look, you're not going to change much how you look. Kind of, but have you ever seen before and after pictures of like crackheads or meth heads? Then they get better and they feel better and they look like a completely different person. I think you could do a lot, actually. You know, I think you're actually immoral if you don't try to max. If you don't looks max, you're actually immoral, because ugliness is immoral. So you actually have to be as beautiful as possible. So be as looks maxing. And as far as the eyelids, because I have a paralyzed eyelid, because I had an unnecessary cosmetic surgery on my eyelid, because I had narcissism or deep insecurity, because I got rejected by a girl who turned out to be a gang stalker, who I also fell in love with, who I also really got the point of it too, because I loved her so much that I got the gist of what it feels like to trust someone totally and to love someone totally, and to feel that sense of just pure innocence without being suspicious of them. And I reminded myself of Edward Scissorhands, who Winona Ryder in that Edward Scissorhands movie sends him into a trap, but he loves her so much and he trusts her so much that he just walks into her trap. And I'm not naive like that. Like, I wouldn't walk into a trap knowingly. Like, I love you so much, so I'll just jump in a volcano because you say so. Okay, you know, it's not like that. But it's like, I loved her even though I thought she was a bad person. Like, I didn't care. I thought I would like die. You know, maybe it's not true. Maybe I'm a coward, but I thought I would die for you. You know, maybe it's not true, but I really thought this. I felt like this. I thought I would die for you. I love you so much. You're my favorite person. You reinvented my whole life, and I think you're a bad person. And I don't think you're even aware of it. I don't even think you're self-aware. Like, I think you need help on such a level that you don't even realize it. And I don't look down on you. And that's like the hardest thing I've ever had to do, because I feel that your sickness is actually going to hurt me. But I love you so much that I don't care. And I'm not even going to tell you that. Not because I think you will get mad at me or something, but because I think you actually can't understand it. So I'm actually gag ordered by your unawareness of yourself. But I still love you completely, absolutely. And when I loved someone like that, it had this weird mirroring effect where I felt that come back onto me. And I don't know if she mirrored it back to me. I don't know if she felt it and then she mirrored it back to me, like complete non-judgmental, unconditional love. But I had an association to her where when I loved her and thought of her and talked to her, I felt like just pure. I felt like innocent, and like a Cure song, you know, whenever I'm alone with you, I feel like I am whole again, young again, fun again, clean again. And it like brought me back to like when I was in the womb, like when I was a baby. Like, it was just like I was pure, just like so. It was like the fucking whitest, purest snow on top of a mountain with like no gunk in it, like no gutter junk in it. Just like, it was just like the best. How did I get talking about this again? I don't know. Something about falling in love with a gang stalker. I don't know. Fuck it. I'll do my mukbang now. Okay, yeah, I just remembered what I was talking about after I finished my fries. So, oh shit. Fuck, man. Okay, so I have a little dinky table here. I have some really cold fruit punch juice. I have some perfectly made fries. I have some Worcestershire and mayonnaise and ketchup burger sauce. And I have this big ol' motherfucker burger right here. And so I'm going to have to put the mic down while I chew, so you're not going to hear my chewing sounds. But what I was saying was my eyelid. So I had unnecessary cosmetic surgery because I got dumped by someone who turned out to be a gang stalker. And so that I had to have surgery after to make up for my loss of self-esteem. And so I ended up just paralyzing my eyelid, basically. It was completely ridiculous. So now I have eyelid tape. And this is in the way of... this is in the topic, of looks maxing. So I have my eyelid tape, but then if I get really healthy, then I can my eyelids actually go down to a place where I don't need eyelid tape because my right eyelid comes down. It's kind of like when your testicles drop, your eyelids drop. And then it looks actually better than with eyelid tape. So there's looks maxing. And then there's something creative, like you have to put yourself out there. So, you don't just want to be a heartbeat with a pole. You want to have some kind of talent. So maybe I can do music or just have an entertaining vlog, just use my health to make a good vlog and get attention that way. Or if I do a water fast eventually, I could say 30 pounds, losing 30 pounds in 30 days. Something sensational and, to kind of hook people in. But let's get started with this mukbang. But, those are the goals I'm thinking of so far. And so I'll be thinking of these while I'm mukbanging. These fries are so perfect. I really cooked them to perfection. I don't know if you could tell, but I don't know if you can hear. They're crunchy. Oh. They don't even need anything. I am going to dip them in burger sauce. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, the burger's pretty good. I fried mushrooms. Shredded lettuce. Orange pepper. Onions. Shredded lettuce. Oh my god. Sometimes I think I could never give this up. These fries are stealing the show. These are as good as McDonald's, or better. Okay, so looks maxing, check. Yeah, we're breaking the rules a little bit, but we have to. What is looks maxing? Because all the goals intertwine. Looks maxing is health maxing. Fitness maxing is not looks maxing. Meditation maxing requires health maxing. Money maxing requires health maxing. So health maxing is the foundation of this. But the foundation isn't the tip. The tip is more important, but the foundation is more important too. Oh my god. So the tip is putting myself out there plus meditating. Being creative. Doing something with my being creative with my energy. Health maxing is increasing my energy. The symptom, the effect of health maxing is aesthetics. It's the true looks maxing. The people who do looks maxing, most of them are fake. They're actually doing fitness maxing. They don't know. They're just copying the real aesthetics. And then how fast I move. Like, this is moving slow. This is called against the grain on the surface, but with the grain underneath. Okay, so yeah, the burger, not really the best for me. But if I didn't eat it, I go fucking crazy. So on the surface, not such a good idea. Underneath, I needed the burger. So how fast I move towards infinity beauty, there's always something that can be done. You can always get more beautiful. That's what makes it good. You gotta go forever. Wow. Okay. So how fast I go determines my self-respect. If I go too slow, I'm not going to respect myself. So I got to, still got to drink water after this. At some point, I'm probably going to do a water fast or eat more fruit. I got to get the old crap out of my stomach to have a really good body, to have like 80% water, to have like a very fit body. I have to be, and a fit mind, because they go together. The mind is the body. The body is the mind. I'm going to have to get this old crap out of my guts. So I'm going to have to eat fruit. And if I go too fast, I'm going to lose my morale. I'm going to say, fuck it all. I'm just going to give up. So the point is in being realistic. And I'm kind of taking you on the journey too. Like if you guys are doing some kind of journey with me, I'm not going to be like some kind of freak who's like, okay, we're going to only eat lettuce forever. And where you're going to have to be like, okay, I can't really grow with you here. So this is like, fucking group grow mukbang, and, probably got to do some exercise soon. So my plan for the night, I'm going to drink some more water. I got like 2.5 liters left to drink. Then I'm going to play BioShock 2. I'm going to do my push-ups, my sit-ups, and my crunches. And I might think about doing a water fast tomorrow. I don't know. I kind of am really enjoying eating, and I have a bunch of burgers, and I have French fries, and that's pretty fucking cool. So kind of want those really bad, and why not? Maybe that's what I need. Like, why not? I'm drinking I'm doing enough. Do I always need to be doing more and more and more? There might come a time where I think I want to do more. I want to do a water fast. Whereas right now, I don't really want to do a water fast. I feel kind of forcing myself, and then also wondering, well, maybe I have to force myself, and maybe that's how it's always going to be forever and ever and ever. But as for the money maxing thing, health is a prerequisite to money maxing. I think we could basically say that's true. I don't think we have to argue that. I think there are a lot of people who might be really unhealthy and money maxed, but they might have inherited it. They might be idiot sons. Certainly it's not going to hurt you to be healthy, and it probably could or would hurt you to be unhealthy. I mean, if you can't make good decisions, if your body is your mind, you can't make good decisions when you're unhealthy. And you could argue, well, if you're addicted to unhealthiness, you actually need the unhealthiness to think clearly. Like, you might want the pilot to get drunk because that's the only way he knows how to fly the plane. That will actually save your life. But there's kind of a dip curve. Like, at first you quit your toxicity, you're going to go down. But then eventually, as you start rebuilding and regenerating your body, you're going to start going up, and you're going to be even more on point than when you were, fucking awesome or fucking on point, but you were on point through getting buzzed or something. Eventually, you can get to a higher peak than what drugs can get you just through your good lifestyle choices. So anyways, I think that about concludes our mukbang. Next up, you're going to see my exercises. My intent for exercising is to keep my head up, not to have bad posture while exercising, not to have forward head posture. And yeah, thanks for watching, and bye. Okay, so it's time for exercise, and I just ate, so it's probably a bad time to do it. So I'm gonna do it anyway, though, because I just don't want to have to do it later. And so today's exercise is 14 push-ups, 14 sit-ups, and 14 crunches. No. Sorry, 14 squats. And so I'm going to leave the microphone here, and so I'm not going to be able to breathe heavily into the microphone while I'm doing exercises this time. And so you're going to have to go without that. Okay. There's a definite improvement. Since the first day I started doing these exercises, I could definitely see an improvement, both in my posture and in my ability to do these workouts. I know that I'm breathing heavily. I know that's gonna make wind noise in the microphone. But what can I do? I'm a man's man. I can't be bothered with details. I paint with a wide brush. That's the other thing about looks maxing. I'll have a wider, thicker wang once I get more healthy, do my force and restoration. So anyways, that felt pretty good. I feel like I've gained more confidence somehow. Saying I want to reach my goals doesn't seem as laughable. There was a gang stalker car that honked, scared me, startled me. Already forgot about it. Even right now when I'm remembering it to tell you, I'm still forgetting about it. So I'm just on to Bioshock 2. Thanks for watching. I think this might be the end of the vlog today. Maybe I'll show you a little Bioshock. I don't know. Maybe I'll show you a little Bioshock. Hey, you want to see Bioshock? Maybe you want to see Bioshock. What level am I on? I'm trying to see if you really meant that when you asked. Yeah, okay. I'm on level totally insane. Okay, I'm on level maybe level fucking. Okay, so I'm starting up Bioshock 2 for the first time this playthrough. It's been like years since I've played it. And I was just thinking, yesterday I drank a bunch of juice, 2 liters about worth of juice, like 2 of those concentrated cans. I think that's more than I normally drink. Not exactly sure. It at least displaced the water I normally drink. I normally don't count juice as water. And so today I had a much easier time exercising, and I'm also feeling in better spirits today. And it could be because I'm not detoxing so much, because I drank more juice and less water. And it also could be because I drank more sugar than normal, and my body needs sugar. And so because I have the sugar converts into electricity, and our bodies run on microelectric current. And so without the sugar, I wouldn't really be able to be healthy, like to do push-ups and at least do them as easily as I did today, because there was a noticeably easier time doing push-ups today. Like normally I'm feeling like almost vomiting, and it's like fucking excruciating and painful. And today I was just kind of like easily doing them. So who knows why that is. Now this game is pretty cool. The Xbox controller has a microphone input. Or no. Yeah, I think it's a microphone input too, actually, for a headset. But it's also a headphone jack. So I plug my headphones right into my controller, and then I get like really awesome surround sound. And I'm usually listening to music while I play video games. Select makes you agree to something. Select. But this is so much fun to hear everything. Medium. I played the last one on medium, so I'm going to play this one on medium. But you know what's really kind of worrying me right now? I'm pushing up and down, and nothing's happening. Okay, there we go. So this is definitely one of my all-time favorite games. I'll just show you a minute of it. I won't play for too long. I'll just make this like a 5-minute video. I would kind of like to listen to music with this. You know, I could just turn the volume up on the TV. Okay, so in this game I'm playing as a Big Daddy. And he's like this guy who wears like an underwater diving suit. And so he has his drill. He attacks people with his drill. And then with his left hand, he has a plasmid. And those are called Eve or Adam or something. You need Adam and you need Eve in this game. Kind of like the Adam makes the power and the Eve spends it. That makes sense. The blue line, I have a red health bar up there, and then I have a blue health bar, and the blue health bar is my Eve. And my Eve, it uses up my plasmids, and my plasmids are like magical powers. Like out of my left hand, I can shoot like fire or ice or wind, a whole bunch of different things. And I think I use Adam to buy the plasmids, and then Eve is the amount of power the plasmids have. So that's some kind of Spider Woman. Eventually I'm going to have to fight her. And this game is much better than the first one, even though it's for the same console. This one is fucking really good. And so I'm also looking for shiny things, like kind of looking for loot. Now I can hear someone's voice. I just got a diary, an audio diary. I usually don't listen to those. Yeah, usually just Lamb is watching. It's written on the ground over there. Who's Lamb? I can't even remember. So it's been a long time since I played this. So you can see this right here, this electricity. Eventually I'm going to be able to shoot electricity from my hand. And at this point, I'd probably have to shoot that with my hand, electricity. And it would make the train work. So then we have a code here. 1540. Look, it has the code written down. A lot of times I have to find the code somewhere. Just got some money. And so they have vending machines too. And out of the vending machines, you can buy bullets and you could buy plasmid, or you could buy Eve. Okay, let's see. And these people are called splicers. They're people who try to use, I don't know, they use too much Eve or something. They're all messed up, you know, they're crazy. They talk to themselves and they yell. See, there's Eve right here. And this blue thing, that's Eve. Eve hypo pickup. So we just got some Spirit Eve. Okay, so this is where we spend our atom. So I think that was my daughter just there. I don't know. But we can't use this. Oh yeah, we can. Okay, so that's Atom. The red one is Atom. So I'm injecting Atom into myself. And now... So this girl is actually dead. And she could be harvested or set free. And she wants me to kill people so she can extract their atom, I think, from the splicers. Drill fuel. Okay, so there's some more Eve. Okay, so I gotta use the electro bolt. Shooting electricity out of my hand to open the door, and then you can see it used up some of my Eve. So here's a splicer. You can see how nutty that guy was. There's another splicer over here. And this game has something really awesome about it. I mean, I could have bought this or Doom Eternal, and Doom Eternal is a brand new game. Really good, very critically acclaimed. But still, this one just has some, like, it's kind of old school, but it has something. The atmosphere, the style of it. It's one of the best games. It's really, really a great game. But I don't know where the fuck to go. High voltage. Maybe just doing that for some bizarre, inexplicable reason will make it so that this door now opens. No, that would have been disappointing, actually. Okay, this woman who's talking right now, her name is Tenenbaum. And if I harvest those little sisters, they're called, my daughters, my apparent daughters, but maybe they're my real daughters, I don't know, then that woman won't help me. But if I harvest them, I'll be able to take a whole bunch of atom from them. But if I set them free, then I don't get as much atom from them, but that woman will give me gifts of atom, I think, that are even bigger than what I would have got from the little sisters. So it kind of reminds me of those homeless videos on YouTube where some guy will put a camera in the face of a homeless person and say, hey, would you like $20 or would you like me to give the next person $50? And if they say give the next person $50, then they'll say, actually, surprise, since you weren't selfish, I'm going to give you $500 so that I can get more views on my channel and exploit you and get rich by exploiting your horrible situation and shamelessly put a camera in your face. It's kind of like that. Like you don't harvest the little sisters and then you actually get a better reward. Or maybe I'm just soft, you know, maybe I'm just not into harvesting them and I'm just trying to justify it like I'm not such a tough guy. Now I can electrocute both of those at once, of those splicers, because they're in the water. And eventually I'm going to be able to upgrade my plasmids, and there's a whole bunch of them, like in Rage, like that's where you shoot one of the splicers and you turn them crazy so they attack each other. Or Bullseye, there's these little helicopters that follow you shooting guns at you if you set off a security camera. And you could shoot a Bullseye plasmid at someone. Oh, this is a nail gun. Shoots railway spikes. Like there's a game called Fallout. It's one of the most famous games. And they have a railway gun. I mean, is this even I think this is a railroad gun. They have a railroad gun in that. Maybe it's a common gun in games, but I don't know if this game came out first before Fallout. But if it did, and it's not a common thing to have railway guns in video games, I could say that Fallout copied this game. But whatever game you're playing, a railway gun is fucking awesome. And I have telepathy too. Like these barrels are filled with fuel, and eventually I'm going to be able to pick those up with my telepathy, with my plasmid telepathy, and then throw them at people, shoot them at people. No, is it telepathy? Yeah, no, telepathy is when you read minds. Telekinesis. That's what I meant. So I am running low on health. That's not good. Oh, here's a first aid kit. Now, how do I apply the first aid? Okay, there. So before I go further, I always like to look around. Leadhead splicer. What's this? Leadhead splicer. Despite the ravages of atom withdrawal, leadhead splicers... Okay, so they're in withdrawal of atom. That's why they're all fucked up. Leadhead splicers have retained enough fine motor control to aim and fire pistols, shotguns, and machine guns. A leadhead splicer puts survival first and will run for cover during a firefight. Their deadly accuracy makes even a single leadhead splicer a formidable threat. Splicer is a term for inhabitants of Rapture. Rapture is the place I'm in. It's an underwater city, who lost their humanity from using too many plasmids. So here's a little sister. She's harvesting the atom from a splicer. And so my job as a big daddy is to protect her. I mean, in the first game, I would harvest her, or... Who's this bitch? Or set her free. In the second game, I think I have to harvest them or set them free, but maybe not. Because now I'm in the first game, I'm not playing as a big daddy. Except for at the very end, you become a big daddy. But now I'm just like a regular... Or I mean, in the first game, I was just a regular person. Okay, I'm not going to be able to beat this person. I don't know why the fuck I'm even fighting, you know. She's going to kill me. Like, I'm hitting her, and there's literally no damage being done. Like, she just took all my health and ran away. Like, that's pretty lame. It kind of broke the fourth wall. Like, I already know, just by the fact that there's no damage being done to her, and yet I still have to keep fighting her. So I know it's just like, almost like a cinematic cut, but it's forcing me to play along. Okay, I feel insulted by that. I feel like they're not taking me seriously. So this is where the little sister goes if the splicers try and kill her. And if you set them free, then they become human again. And then they go live with that Tenenbaum woman. Anyway, I think that gave you about enough idea of Bioshock. I'm going to jump down. Hopefully it doesn't kill me. This crazy bitch is fucked up. But the mechanics in this are awesome. Like the first game, the first game wasn't this complex. Like this is like a better made game. Okay, I'm having too much fun here, so I gotta go. I gotta go back to the indoor part of Rapture. Not like I have to go and finish this video, because I'm just gonna keep playing and talking forever, and everyone's gonna be bored. Everyone's gonna say, why are you playing this video game? We don't want to see this. Well, sorry, you don't have a choice. You should have thought of that before you became a TI and had no one else to watch but me. You know what? I think there's fucking loot here too. Yeah, there is. Like this, you know, we got a rivet gun. So here's another Big Daddy. This is what I look like. See, he just put a little sister on his shoulder, and he's gonna kill these splicers. They're trying to kill the little sister to harvest her, and the Big Daddy is, he's easily gonna kill them. And the little sister says, kill them, kill them. Like, look at the fucking cinematics here. Like, we're in this underworld fucking ocean. You know, isn't that cool? And the colors, the blues. I mean, it's just a nice color scheme. Blue is a very calming color. And then you have the splicers yelling insane things like, I'm gonna kill you. Jesus loves me and I know, 'cause the Bible tells me so. I'm gonna kill you. Then the music, the violin music. This game is fucking choice. Especially after eating a burger and fries, doing push-ups.